Yes, yes, weighing in with the mouthpieces of Sky Sports boxer, Big Savage Dan. I'm going to call him Money Mace.
It is Money Mace.
There we go, there we go.
Lads, this is the first boxer series of the year. How excited are you?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm very excited. One of my favourite nights, considering all the events we've done since October, one of my favourite nights was the Liverpool boxer series, super lightweights. It was electrifying. Like it was so exciting. I'm not even sure how it came across on the broadcast because the atmosphere in there was crazy. The atmosphere was nuts, and the uncertainty and like the favourites start losing to like it's completely like bonkers. So because of the unpredictability of it, I'm really looking forward to it.
I think it's just a format. It just brings like pure chaos because you can't afford to take that first round off like you normally would. Not necessarily like you would in normal boxing, but like you haven't got time to fill them out. It's just go in, straight action, take center of the ring, and it's just carnage from the first round.
It's almost not boxing.
No, it's
almost nothing to do with boxing. It's almost like a separate sport because you can't be patient and pick nice shots and be beautiful with it. You've kind of just got to put your foot down and just windmill and just go for it, and whoever lands more and whoever's got the bigger engine and the bigger heart for those 3 minutes wins the round. It's nuts.
Now, being based in the Midlands myself, I'm glad to see it's based here. A lot of the fighters as well are based around the Midlands area. Did that play a part in having the tournament here?
The Midlands is kind of a little bit forgotten when it comes to boxing, if I'm honest. There's a lot of fighters from Birmingham and from Coventry, but there doesn't seem to be many events here. So I think it's only right that you when you're doing your UK tour and you're going to Newcastle and Manchester, and that you don't forget the Midlands as well. So I mean, put it this way, it wasn't my decision, it wasn't our decision where it was, but I'm glad it is here because I think this is like a part of the country that it's the middle of it, isn't it? Like it's the middle, and there's a lot of fighters here. I feel like they need exposure.
I was going to say, I think that's the essence of the box series as well, like focusing on grassroots, go into places that maybe don't get so much love and giving fighters that haven't got the platform that they deserve that level of exposure. You got your likes of Brooklyn Tilly that's come up from Essex way. You got a couple of people dotted about, but generally each tournament is localised to that area to give those smaller fighters that bigger platform and to just bring like a big night of boxing to that area basically.
There's two things that boxing's usually criticised for just every day, and that is the lack of competitive fights and the lack of opportunity. I feel like we kill two birds with one stone with these events, 100%.
Next month, we go to Manchester for the cruiserweights. How many of these series are you looking to do this year?
Well, I think we were initially looking to do 6 throughout, from October all the way through to the end of the season. It won't go that way, to be fair. But we're going to try and get out as many as possible. And as you know, with boxing right now, everything is changing so fast. There's so many moving parts that even if you try and put a date in somewhere and dedicate a date to something comes up and all of a sudden something's unavailable. So there'll be more, put it this way. I can't tell you how many.
This cruiserweight tournament is a prime example. That was meant to be May 21st in Sheffield, and it's now May 14 in Manchester. So it just shows how chaotic it can be. But
all of the fighters in this tournament have less than 15 fights. How big is this for their career and their profile in boxing?
It's everything, really. It's everything. It's like it's a make or break moment. You can literally change your life and change your career in one night. You know, you've got a few guys, Ryland that's fought on Sky Sports shows before, Sean Cooper that's the most experienced fought on TV, but then you've got other guys like Otis that's 1-0. Some of the other guys never fought on televised shows. They are just small hall fighters. So you know, you get this opportunity and you know, you can literally change your life around. You've got Mikel Lawal that won UB4 cruiserweight tournament. He's now in line for the British title. Shakan Peters won the British title. You know, these guys, if you do it the right way, you can really elevate yourself and become a massive boxing star.
It's mad because it's so early in a lot of their careers that essentially they don't need to take a risk like this and put a loss on the record when you potentially, especially for some fighters, you know, when you start fighting, you really want to protect that O. All of these fighters, or 6 of them at least, are unbeaten and they don't care about losing that O. They care more about the opportunity. The prize money is nice, but the opportunity is far bigger because Zach Chelly, who won the middleweight, is now a boxer fighter. Mikel Lawal, now a boxer fighter. Corey Gibbs, now a boxer fighter. So it's the opportunity to continue showing your skills on Sky and being on the biggest platform. I think that's worth more than the 40k cash prize.
Yeah, for sure.
Boxers put on some major boxing events this year, and one rumoured to be close is Brook versus Chris EubankJr. Can you guys update us on that?
No. Now, look, bottom line, yeah. Kel likes to fight. We like to fight. Chris likes to fight. And obviously, as you know with boxing, there's so many things that have to be sorted. I's to be dotted, T's to be crossed, before you can get something like this over the line. But as it stands, it looks like everyone who needs to want it, wants it. So it's in a good place, but as you know, nothing's done till it's done. Like you can't trust a fight until they're actually in the ring facing each other. But yeah, we want to make the fight.
On the back of that, if the fight was to be made, how would you see it going?
I think it's hard to say, because if there's a catch weight that's below 160, which it's looking most likely, you've got Chris EubankJr. fighting at a weight that he's never really campaigned at properly. So there's no argument you can even give to say how he'll do at a career low weight.
Yeah.
Kel would be coming up to 158 or 159, 157, whatever it ends up being. He's been traditionally a 147 fighter. You'd imagine he'd have a lot more energy, be a lot more full, but yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one. But
it's nuts, because Kel will be giving away general size and reach in terms of Eubank's naturally the bigger guy. Eubank looks absolutely ripped to shreds at 160. I'm not sure how much more can even come off him.
Yeah.
But he does live the life. He lives close to the weight, so it's not like you ever see him super out of shape and he has to really boil down. But it doesn't look easy, and 2 pounds might not sound like enough, like a lot, but it is when you're already there.
Yeah.
I guess what will be even more important to this bout is the rehydration clause, if there is one, because you don't want, if you're Kel, you wouldn't want Chris to be getting in as big as he might want to be, because you're then at a super disadvantage. But look, Kel's confident, and I'm sure Chris is confident as well. So it doesn't really matter what we like or what we think of the fight. If they both want to fight each other and we can make it happen, then we should make it happen. But I can't tell you what that fight looks like. I expect Kel to look good at some points, but I expect Eubank to try and impose himself at some points as well. But then again, Eubank does fight in spurts sometimes, and he gives you time off if you want time. I don't know. That's my honest truth. I don't know. I don't know what that fight looks like.
Look, I have to agree with that. I think a lot of it is going to come down to the weight and how Chris makes that weight. As you said, he likes to fight in spurts sometimes. If he's coming down even further, is he going to just be too drained at the weight? We saw a prime example in his last fight against Williams. Williams cut too much weight and just had nothing really in the tank. Yes, he went for the 12, but it wasn't a fully energized Williams that we'd have liked to see.
The thing is with Eubank is down the stretch, he seems to get stronger. It was hard. It didn't look like that against Williams because he started so well, but usually if it was like, he's almost like a 15-round fighter in a way. Like, he can keep going and keep going. He doesn't ever seem to be losing energy, and
he never looks fatigued.
He never looks fatigued, and like he's really panting, and like he's really out of it. I don't know, and I've never seen him really troubled by anyone's power. He's been in with big punches at 160, at 168. So I'm as intrigued as anyone.
When was the last time you spoke to Amir Khan?
Fight night. I haven't spoken to him since fight night.
Is Ben been in contact with him? Is there any update?
I'm sure there's been dialogue. There's obviously talks that he wanted to fight again. Whether that
is that the rematch, or
we don't know.
Because we're hearing Marku in Albania.
There was talk of. Is
that whispers?
There was a whisper. As you know, with boxing, anything that gets said is going to get turned into that.
Yeah.
But it might have just been a sentence from someone, and it most probably was. I would love it. I think the fight's great.
I think it was Ben that said that sentence.
Yeah, I think the fight's great. I like it. Will Amir Khan like it? Florian Marku will love it. Will Amir Khan like it? That's the thing. It's hard to make fights where everyone's happy, especially if everyone's a big profile and a big fighter. And it's even harder if the person who's not happy is the big profile and is the big name. So who knows? But he wants to fight again, he's saying.
Speaking of big names, big profiles, we've got the biggest fight in British boxing next week. How do you guys see that going?
It's hard to look past a Tyson Fury win. I think it does go the distance, but I also at the same time would not be shocked in the slightest if Dillian Whyte just turns up and just becomes the body snatcher.
Think of that heavyweight division. It's the classic line. You've always got a puncher's chance in the heavyweight division. I think it comes down to what style Tyson Fury is gonna project onto Dillian. Is he going to give him a boxing lesson? Is he going to go like the Deontay Wilder fight where he just went and stuck it on him in the second fight and just tries to steamroll him? I don't think he would do that straight away because of Dillian being such a heavy puncher. Whether he tries to drag him into deep waters.
He did it with the heaviest puncher, essentially.
True.
It's hard. It's hard. The thing is, Wilder, even though he's got a big punch, he doesn't bully you before he knocks you out. He just knocks you out.
Yeah.
Whereas Dillian is a bully in the ring, so he'll be harder to bully. So I wonder. That's why I wonder if Tyson Fury wants to step on the front foot and take it to Dillian, because Dillian, that's usually Dillian's game.
Yeah.
Dillian doesn't take the back foot against anyone.
Yeah.
So he did it once or twice, and he did it quite comfortably for moments against Oscar Rivas. But other than that, he usually takes the front foot. And if he's on the back foot, it's only because he wants to be. So that's what I'm interested to see, the negotiations of the centre of the ring, and who actually wants it and who doesn't mind giving it up. And I think Tyson Fury on the front foot is a nightmare because of the distance. He's 6'9", but Dillian Whyte's got super long arms. So like, I don't know. Again,
I think Fury tries to drag him into deep waters. I think he tries to take it late or aim for a points victory. And then if you can get the stoppage towards the end, then fine. I think he would take it. But I think generally he's just going to try to drag him into deep waters.
Yeah.
We know Tyson can go 12 rounds.
Yeah.
All day long. Dillian dropped a training video the other day. He looked very good. Like he's training hard, but he's not got the same cardio and stamina and ongoingness that Fury has.
Yeah. Fury's busier.
Mixed with Fury's mind games and the feints and the switching and just how mentally fatiguing it would be to be in the ring with with Tyson.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's too much for Dillian, but it's a career biggest fight for Dillian. It's all on the line. It's this is the big one for him. He's getting that WBC title shot. He's in London. He's been making a bit of noise. He seemed like he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
You going? Oh, you are going?
Yeah. I had to buy tickets.
Just quickly.
I'll speak to Mel and see what I can do, but yeah.
Just quickly, what did you think? Do you think Dillian did the right thing by staying out of the media and not posting anything up until literally a week before the fight? Or should he have got involved and made it bigger than it is?
I think, look, in the contract, he doesn't get a percentage of the pay-per-view sales. So technically, it does nothing for him promoting the fight. But if I'm him, Tyson Fury is one of the biggest stars in boxing. I'm using his name to leverage myself. And I'm getting involved in the conversations. I'm at the press conference. I'm doing the media. I'm doing that. And I'd be in there from the start. Or if I'm going down the route that he has done, I wouldn't say a word until the Monday of fight week. I wouldn't have broken the silence the week before fight week. I would have just held it till the very, very end. Let Tyson sweat the whole time, because that must have affected his camp.
Yeah, maybe.
Is Tyson thinking, is this on? Like, is it happening? There'll be a 0.5% or a 1% that is in the back of Tyson's head throughout the whole camp, being like,
is it?
Maybe this isn't happening.
Yeah.
And now, when
true.
Dillian's been grafting away the whole time.
I think Dillian's just dug his heels in. He's a stubborn character.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I don't like the way you've dealt with me, so I'm going to deal with you how I want to. So I'm not going to play your games. And that's what he said. I'm not going to dance to your beat.
Yeah.
He knows that making the fight bigger does make the fight bigger, but it doesn't make his pockets any bigger from the fight itself. Obviously, his profile can grow. But his profile's pretty big already, to be fair. It's like he's one of the biggest names in boxing. Of course he is. And I think obviously he's come out and said it's not the Tyson Fury show. He doesn't want to feel like he's playing second fiddle and that he's just an opponent to Tyson Fury. This is big because of both of them. So I understand his frustration. For the fans, we'd have probably liked for him to have been there more in the build-up, because we know what this build-up could have been.
That build-up could have been insane.
However, he obviously did the right thing for him at the time, and now he's talking now because it's the right thing for him. And if he's not contractually obliged, then I can give an opinion, but it doesn't matter. If he's doing what's right for him, it doesn't really matter what I think's right for boxing.
Lastly, boxing is getting bigger and better than ever. There's many shows on that even clash this weekend. why should viewers watch the boxing series tomorrow on Sky Sports Boxing?
You won't find it more exciting, Bill, than tomorrow. That's 100%.
Yeah.
It don't really matter what happens everywhere else. This boxer series, you might not recognize all the names, but it is competitive. It is fast and furious. There's drama. Like you wouldn't. I have to try and find a way tomorrow to bring the drama of backstage to the screen, because I'm talking like a fight has just come out of a 3-round like mayhem, bust up, chaos fight, and he's gone back to his dressing room, and he knows that in around 25 minutes he's got to do that again. And the drama, the chaos of being back there, you know, even the fighters going to the doctors going over them with a fine-tooth comb, making sure that they're okay to go back out. There is so much drama in it that it's almost, you can't really miss it. The names and the household names are taken completely out of it because you're just watching boxing / entertainment.
I think as well, you know, a lot of boxing, especially with headline events or, you know, throughout a card, it's billed as 50-50 fights, and it's not always 50-50 fights. We know that there's a heavy home favourite. With this, the favourite isn't really the favourite. You can say someone that should win if they get, you know, the perfect run, but you'd never get the perfect run in these tournaments. You know, if you get dragged for a 3-round war, and you're the favourite, and then you meet someone that's fresh off a first-round knockout, and all of a sudden they're 10 times fresher than you. You've not got a leg to stand on, so all of a sudden the playing fields are completely switched.
It even goes deeper than that. We haven't had it yet, but imagine if after 6 rounds, or you've won your quarterfinal and you've won your semi, but you had a mad cut or a shoulder injury or something happens. You could have someone who's done 6 rounds against a standby who comes in fresh as a daisy.
Yeah.
So it's the drama. Like if you like drama and chaos and boxing, then you should be watching on Saturday night.
Yeah, and you know, when you've got title fights or you've got big opportunities for headline fights and stuff, they make the most of that. But throughout a card, you often get fighters that are just there to either fill a slot or, you know, get a tick over fight, and, you know, they're sort of just trying to pad their record. With these guys, it's all on the line for them. As we said earlier, it's make or break for them. So they're all giving like 1,000% into this, literally from the opening bell, from the first punch. So yeah, as we keep saying, there's just not a format like it in boxing. There's nothing like it. So yeah, if you want to go watch your Conor Ben fight, if you want to go watch your BT fight, then fine.
No, these are good fights.
They're
I just
great
think you
fights.
can't afford to miss.
Just on a weekend like this, it's plain and simple. There's nothing like it in boxing.
Yeah.
It's just pure carnage. It's pure chaos. It's orchestrated chaos, isn't it? Yeah. It's just insane.
Savage Dan, Money Mace, thank you for weighing in.
Thank you.
Thank you.